Oh boy. Well, guess who's not? Guess who's not here? It wasn't me. I wasn't here for 2 seconds. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? I'm still having coffee because I need energy. Lizard, watch out! Is a yolk watch. it's, a, it's a yolk watch. You're gonna get yolk at lizard. Watch out. If there's anything, it's Bunjin Cat. Gosh. Hey, that way. I don't know if you want to be in the voice chat. I don't have co-hosts for now. As you can see, Gabe might be busy because now that daylight savings are back, we are our schedules are once again on a line. Disalign. Trying to find more. I finally got Armor Core 6. Ah, ha, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, Dusty, I hope you love it. It's one of my favorite video games. End of sentence. Like I played a lot of the older Armor Cores like growing up, but 6 just like I'm currently experiencing the Baltelis skill check. I don't mean to sound like an elitist, but did you know they nerfed Balti? You can still download the 1.0 patch of like a mod website and experience true Baltea's Hail, where he was like his AI was just smarter. I'm about to go shopping, but thanks for the offer. Oh, can you give me a cornetto while you go for the shop? I'll probably be melted by the time you come here, but the sentiment is what matters. Yes, I know they nerf Balti. Yeah, no, I was just saying it because like I find that Balti is definitely one of like the main skill checks in the game. Um, and so was the helicopter. Like when the game first launched, I struggled a little bit with the helicopter between getting used to the controls and the helicopter being way more aggressive than what it is now. I ain't got shit on pre-nerf Balti then. I mean, it's the same attacks. He's just like slightly smarter and a little bit more punishing. No, because there was enough entries in that trilogy. I say that, but never watched World's End. The Cornetto trilogy is probably my favorite trilogy of films ever. Hot Fuzz is arguably one of my favorite movies ever. I love the writing and the editing. Um, I think that part of the reason I really like UK media in general is that as an editor, the editing over there is just pretty good. Like a lot of media over there is really carried by the edit, and like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz is just like a whole different level of carrying things into the edit and stuff. So my brother and I discovered the progenitor of all those films, which was a TV show from ITV4 called Spaced, made by the same people. And like I find that even more fascinating than the Cornetto trilogy films, if I'm being fully honest. Like um tires and the rest just live rent free in my head. And I keep quoting about having Jaffa cakes in me coat pocket. I fucked up the line, but you get the joke. Although I have decided to start grinding money to get all the current equipment Armor Core 6. I wouldn't really recommend grinding for money, like at least for a couple of weapons. Um, cause like the later missions pay way more money and like part of like that curve that grows with you is also like tied to the funds, but if there's like a better weapon you want to try a Balti, definitely, but I wouldn't. I'm saying that you probably won't have to farm as much later on because it's a lot of it is just growing accustomed to the build and creating a strategy that caters to the weapons and or fighting style you want. That said, if you're going for melee, if you want like a melee build and you want to do as much melee damage as possible, Basho arms. The Basho arms are kind of sucky, but man, they are the best when it comes to melee. Honestly, I think Doctor Who's carried by editing at times. They didn't have much of budget even in the in beloved era. So yeah, no, my Croco loves Doctor Who. His favorite Doctor is the 11th Doctor. So like I've watched a lot of Doctor Who with him and stuff. And so yeah, I can agree with that. A lot of it is also like I heard that Lamau. So yeah, I feel like the same. A lot of it is carried in the edit, but in the good way. Recently, we rediscovered not that rediscovered, but we found out that we rediscovered our love of Top Gear through Amazon that has Top Gear on all the time. So whenever we need to kill time, we just put Top Gear, and now it's just Richard Hammond jokes. I mean, the Strider mission has seemingly enough funny for now. Yeah, it does. Hey, is that Leisure who is goth but not robot? Yes, that is Leisure. Hello, Leisure. Hello. Oh, I do like Top Gear. Yeah. That way, then I need to send you some YouTube poops that I discovered. Clarkson's Farm is really fun, by the way. Clarkson's Farm, is that a thing? Wow. What works? Oh. So it's just Jeremy Clarkson walking you through his farm with his V8 liter engine and an N5 Jaguar with 400 horsepower. Sorry. Tonight I wear a hat. Oh. My favorite Doctor could have been the Ninth Doctor if he had more seasons. Croco agrees with that one. He's the Doctor Who fan. He's so bad at it. Yeah, I mean, I'll give credit to Jeremy and James and Richard for their show and all this other stuff. They really get themselves in the most unluxurious of situations, and they really seem like they go through hell with every one of these like extravagant road trips that they have to do and challenges and stuff, which I think is what makes the show kind of like great in a sense. He's so bad at it. It's a surprisingly cathartic show if you hate Jeremy Clarkson. Alright, and I might have to check it out. Not because I hate Jeremy Clarkson, but because I think it's funny. Oh my gosh. Hey there, Samus. Is that bitch Strong Arm 69 been pestering you? I heard there is something called banning. Let me know if you want to get rid of her. Love, Mackenzie. Thanks, Mac. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. But yeah, since Gabe isn't here, I did message him. He did not respond, so I'm assuming that his work got like, you know, he had some meetings and they're probably going over. I will continue with our Dread Mode run, and then at the worst case scenario, swap to Gravity Circuit or something else later if we want. I like Doctor Who. I watched 9th or 12th Doctor, and I think War, but favorite is either 10th or 11th. For me, it's the 12th. For Brett Mode, you got him, you too. From what Croco and I have watched, which is a little bit of everything, Capaldi has like my favorite performance of the Doctor. I like the cranky old man perspective to him, and I also like the themes of his episodes and the way they're shot. What? I don't know if you were able to catch that because I can't really hear what Croco is saying.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
You still haven't seen.
I still haven't seen Heaven Sent.
The best episode.
Alright, so no spoilers for Heaven Sent is all that Croco's asking. Actually, have we ever seen Silex and Mackenzie in the same room? Yes, because we see Silex shooting Mackenzie in the same room. What are you talking about, Dusty? It's been the shitpost that we've... It's the shitpost since fucking December, man. Alright, I got the death screen ready. Tombo? Nah, Mewtwo. Well, you can get away with it. You've been donating the bits for... No, I mean, that's Mackenzie. That's definitely Mackenzie. You know what kind of sucks about the Silux reveal? Samosa also had a helmet off reveal in the first game. In her first game. And it's iconic. She's different under the mask than you expect. Silux is literally the same guy. They set up a parallel and then nothing. Silux is the same personality with the helmet on and off. The same, everything, really. I never really pictured about that, picture it that way, Deadweight, but you're right. Maybe I should start watching classic Doctor Who. Croco was nodding his head furiously, saying yes to that, Dusty. But yeah, I never really. No, Silex does not take off his helmet. What Deadweight is trying to say is that with Samus, you manage to get like both perspectives of the character. Sam is on and Sam is off, if you may. Um, with Samus on being like, you know, the armored Samus and everything that happens in the game, and then sort of off-duty Samus with the moments where she like removes her helmet, and that way you get to see like a different perspective about the character. And then in Beyond, they were actually trying to do a parallel of that with Celux, and I do believe I can see that in OLAS. But they don't really do anything with when you actually get to see something regarding a past moment. So the Celux off is the same as the Celux on. There's no like depth to his character in that regard, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I guess that what Deadweight is trying to say is that at least with Samus and most other characters, it would offer you a slightly new angle about the character. I'd be willing to say that they achieved that with Dang Samoza and her curiosity at the end of Echoes, and even Ravenbeak to some extent. Have you noticed that View is the same color as the mechanical armor the Federation has? What if said armor is remotely operated? What if Mackenzie is AI made by Celux to get close to Samoza? That's just a theory. A better story theory, part. Thank you, Mewtwo, for the bit. That's actually kind of like a cool story, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I always thought that they would have gone with, like, the world is a simulation, and the Lamorne artifact is the secret behind it all, so Celux is using it to coerce Samus into doing something, but no. Not to mention, Metroid was built on a twist. Who's Samus really? And she's a woman, which was famous. But who's Silex really? It's Silex. It's just Silex. I wonder what's his story. Solan be with you, chat. That guy. No, I don't have Solan. I'm just making a joke. Solan sits on my father. Solan told me to go and steal the thing so that you couldn't get it, Samus. As much as we badmouth the story, there's truth that we brainstorm some better ideas. Yeah, I mean, because I think a silly, stupid idea is better than an almost non-existent idea that tries to say that there's an idea. Did Solan not sit on you? I might have to play the shitpost again. Yeah. I might have to play the shitpost again. With that said, I think my review is almost done in terms of the rough draft. After which I would go and read it and then tweak the stuff, and then probably send it to Deadweight and some other people just for more feedback, and so there we go. I think you missed one of the Tokawi dialogues. I did? Really? Which one? Because if not, then, like, yeah, I guess I have to record it for the review. I did 3 playthroughs. 2, 4, well. 2 on stream. That's what I meant to say. Solan loves you all? Well, I don't love Solan, I hate him. Can't get me. He said he goes to a different planet where he met Lizzo and Jack Black, whose robots are being threatened by Christopher Lloyd. Oh, it's funnier because I kept calling him the Mandalorian. Hey, Samus, did you know I was actually a clone of Adam that got messed up? It was inserted in a meat sausage as a test form. As a test from the Federation for a future soldier army. For a galaxy far, far, far away. It feels like that is the problem. It doesn't feel like Metroid as much as it feels like Star Wars. Mackenzie was Ian all along. No, because Ian died. Well, he's the Ian clone, I guess. This part is great because I did the sequence breaks that cost me what, 20 deaths, 15 deaths last stream. The real missing Tokavi dialogue. Solan A Bowser. Solan A Bowser. All right. Now I need someone in the infinite ether of the internet to make a Super Tokavi 64, where he's just saying that and talking about Solan after each star. No, instead of getting the star, he finds the star for you, and then talks about Solan instead. I ruined a man with my BS. No, no, no! Gosh, hold on. I gotta do my 50 squats. Sorry, my 10 squats. Also, have your muscle memory muscles gotten fit yet? No. No, I had it right in the first time, 50. No, you had it right the first time, 50. Well, I'm gonna do 50 squats later anyways. I said, played the game, I watch your streams after the section I play because I finished later than you. To see your reactions, and oh my gosh, I was not disappointed. What do you mean by that, Frostbite? I think a lot of people recognize that they essentially put Mando in the game, and some people love that, but I think we here wanted them to do something with that, you know? Like, he introduced the ideas of the games constantly and stops at the introduction. Tokawi pulls up with the Chaos Emeralds out of nowhere and then proceeds to talk about his dad and Solan without explaining where he got it. Alright, I'll explain my problems with Tokawi and why he's my least favorite of the Federation troopers while I do these squats. Number one, he's just a Federation bounty hunter. I'll be straight and, like, straight honest with it. In a universe that's, like, plagued by bounty hunters he's just another bounty hunter. So when I have to think about bounty hunters in the Metroid universe, do I want to pick the guy who's got a faith, or the Sansi shape-shifting purple lady that has like a one-way rivalry with Samus and her hubris comes back to bite her in the ass type of stuff, you know? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, starting with that, Tokawi's like at a severe disadvantage. Because even if he were like the one human character, right? That's the main thing I have as a bonus for him. He's the one human bounty hunter who isn't Samus. And I guess now Silex. And the problem is that these other two guys are way more interesting humans in the world of Metroid than literally bread and butter Mandalorian guy who just unique thing is that he joins the Federation because of a lack of resources and believes in a big guy in the sky. Versus like the Cricket Empire, the Vozon, the Diamond. I'm back with my coffee. Since I got up to do squats, I went to get coffee. So, the other thing with the Solan is like, we never really learn anything about the culture of people who I was not disappointed by your reactions of the game. So, you finished the game before I did, so after play, I couldn't watch live because you were ahead of me. Oh, okay, gotcha. Like, if you want to make him more about you, you're saying the fangirl is more interesting than the other human bounty hunter with a sniper rifle? No. I just said I liked him the least. The fangirl is probably the least interesting of the bunch, but because she's green and like lacks the combat experience that you would have with Tokawi or Duke, whom I can see survive bureaus with like some level of competency because they have all this experience from the Federation, that someone like the noob fangirl makes her more interesting side character because of her lack of experience. And how would in the same vein as Mackenzie, if you may, but between the fangirl and the fanboy of Mackenzie, I much prefer Mackenzie because he does something. Anyway, Solon. The problem with Tokavi is that we know about Solon, but there's no like and his dad, but there's no like, well, there's the festival of Solon where we would all make paper lanterns and fling them into the sky in the night so that to remind us that this light of Solon will always guide us, and something along those lines that might give you a glimpse into the world that Tokavi's from and the culture and people that live in there that you don't really get. So for those reasons, I find Solon to be kind of like, you know, whatever-ish, because there's no explanation or further thing than big guy in the sky who watches over everybody. Nora's at least cool because she has several personality traits. For example, she can operate any tram. The only thing that is interesting in Prime 4 in general is Solon, the Sun, and Hunter. Tokavi could have talked about Solon stuff when you're at Lamorne culture areas or something. Yeah, could you imagine like a twist reveal that Tokavi has to grip with the fact that Solon were just a Lamorne? Could you imagine that? Like, through staying and bureaus and studying and all this other stuff, he accidentally realizes the parallels between the Lamorne and Solon and whatever, something along those lines. But the main reason I dislike Tokavi the most is because he fucking gets in the way of my gameplay. Alright? I don't mind him having these cutscenes telling me about Solon. I don't mind that what is normally a scan log entry for characters is now used as cutscene fluff and filler. But it's the problem that the filler happens at the sacrifice of the fun of finding a missile expansion. Because it's almost like if you played Metroid Prime 3 and instead of having to do several of the puzzles, Rundus just shows up and tells you, hey, I found this energy cell that you need for the Valhalla. Bye. And you know, he doesn't say anything cool or interesting. So it's even more painful when it's the Lamorne teleporter chip that looks exactly like the artifact in Tanamar that kickstarted the whole game. And we don't get lore of it. We don't find it in like a shrine or super secret, extra advanced Lamorne like facility. Tokavi finds it off screen, talks to you about his dad, and then hands it over, and you don't even get to see you hand over the thing because his hand is like off screen. So here's a theory. What if Tokavi's from a planet where they also worship the light of the sun, Aether, like the Lumina? What if Tokavi's part Lumina? Wouldn't that would be interesting or cool in some way to just tie it back to the other games? So remember about Steelix's terrible final scan log in Prime 4. Or more or less like non-existent copy-pasted is the problem. Didn't Tokavi mention his background was being in a wasteland planet and that's how he learned his skills at craft to become a bounty hunter? I agree, not the greatest game mechanic. Yes, he does, but he does say that. But what I'm saying is that that's like I would consider that like the first layer of a cake, right? Because like Vuros is a wasteland, and we've visited several wasteland planets in Metroid. SR-38 was considered a wasteland planet, and so was Sevas, and that's why the Chozos thought those were great like places to build facilities and all this. But when you're putting all these pieces of the puzzle and seeing how one dialogue leads into the other, you'd expect to see how the people used to believe in Solon in some ritual or way that might guide them to survive better in the wasteland planet, or how the wasteland planet affected a family member or something. And like you get the general outline of the pieces of Tokavi, but not the filler that connects one into the other in a satisfying character way that gives him depth. This is Tokavi. He's got my back. I would have advised not getting killed by him. His sword traps the souls of his enemies. Yeah.
Heather Shatley.
The shelf looks great, by the way, Shatley. Like, I'm honestly very jelly. So like that looks like a fancy ass shelf. Not to mention you got to build it yourself. When you fought Silex the second time, I expected you to realize he was fake because he was unable to be scanned. Well, I loved how you were able to overcome the challenge of the capture card. Well, thanks, man. It really does mean a lot because that was a trust me, that was a bitch. Did you read my crackpot theory? I was gone for a second. I think so. The one about Solon being like one with the light of Aether so that Tokavi's like Lumineth of sorts. If so, yes, I did read it. I thought that would have been an interesting idea, but my one thing is I don't want it to be a callback to a previous Prime game. If there's something I can at least enjoy about Beyond is that it's like just moving forwards, you know? It didn't spend time reminiscing about what came before it, which I think in today's climate of the video game industry, we're suffering from member berries between, well, all the Resident Evil games getting remaked and people still wanting more remakes of Metroid games rather than new installments type of thing. Again, I don't. It's more so that like, it all of this comes at in Prime 4 comes at the sacrifice of the traditional Metroid exploration mystery, like storyline that and puzzles that is what made the series magical for me. Clear, I'm comparing the Scanlong explanations of the Fed characters are similar to Suicide Squad's characters introductions. Oh, I didn't see Suicide Squad, so I have no idea. I've seen scenes of the second one. I think, I watched the second one, but it was already started. Because it was like I was just browsing channels and it was on, and my dad was like, "All right, let's watch this." I saw the ending, but it's a superhero movie. I just don't care anymore. Bro, it's one of the worst films ever made. You gotta... Okay, maybe as the aspect of worst film ever made, but... Don't worry, that super remake will be painful. Yeah, it will be painful. Lunchtime will have you on the back row. Solon be with you. No! Alright, I'm gonna ban Solon. Nobody will be able to say Solon in my chat. I'm so angry. Jokingly, of course. Ah, oh, fuck me. I should have known. I just gotta kill all these guys. Nolas. I also ban Nolas. And Nalos. It's also infuriating with the Solon thing, is because I know more about Tokavi and Solon through the game than the game's own like villain. So that's like another sort of like disappointment when it comes to my overall thoughts with the game. I don't have to go and update my Metro Prime Hunters video because I got more Celux lore or something along those lines. I gotta instead go talk about James Tokabi and the power of Soulene. Suicide 2016 has major editing problems. Like, story is accidentally told in the wrong order and has like 6 opening scenes. That makes me want to throw up so badly that I might just have to watch it as an editor. Oh shit. Well, the question is gonna be 10 more devs before I even get the chance to get the flash shift? At this point, more likely than I think. I don't think I need this Storm Missile shortcut, because I don't think I'm ever going to use it, actually. Oh, what the fuck? My controller drift. No. No puede ser. Yeah, I'm struggling to even move this with the D-pad. I need to buy a new stick. Fuck me. New controller. Which sucks, because I got the Xenoblade 2, like, booby controller lady. Booby lady controller, or whatever. Lurking now, need to go forth between rooms to put things on that shelf. You mean your plushies, Magic the Gathering cards, and the skeleton? Think about it later. It's one of my favorite movies. Well, I definitely want to see which one. Oh boy. No, you babaka. Wow. What's the point of V-tags if everything's gonna one-shot you anyways? Well, there's a sequence break that I am going to do soon, where the extra energy tanks just allow me to survive the environmental damage. Also, modest request to read my last bit. Where's your last bit? Hold up. Oh, I don't know how I did not read that. I'm sorry, Mewtwo. Hey, Samus, do you know that you and I resemble Sonic and Knuckles? I know you have to collect green. I have you. I have you got and collect green crystals like how Knuckles was looking for the broken Master Emeralds. And I am Sonic, the main guy. Funny coincidence, right? Fucking hell, dude, these are great. I'm reading what you typed that way. Then they kind of start from the plot. It's clearly can't take place at the same time. Then they introduce some more of the same format. Gets worse the more you think about it. Oh my gosh, that what I'm reading there, that sounds like a vomit, like absolute vomit. Again, I'm using these clips. It's not hate for the voice actors. It's not hate for the team. It's just making memes where memes are able to be made. I did the same memes and shitposts with Vashkar Behek, so. Please don't send any ires to the people making who worked on the game or voiced any of the characters. It's not really their fault. Also, actually, questionable is too much of a strong word. I'd say the emulation elements are the source material, which makes it goofy and a bit absurd in some cases. They try emulating elements out. By the way, Orpheon, I took your advice and bought Symphony of the Night. Oh, let's go! Fucking love that game. I own Castlevania Anniversary Collection and played the first one with heavy save state reviews. Wait, you can buy Symphony of the Night nowadays? Like again? On the Switch? Ah! No. Oh, okay. Shame. I've been waiting to just be able to buy Symphony of the Night and play it on my Switch, but I've been. Isn't Children of the Atom a comic book thing though, game chat? I'm pretty sure that was like an X-Men thing and not a video game. Remember how I told you that there are like 2 Little King story games and one of them is very bad? The one on the PS Vita, specifically. LKA says Little King story. No, it's a Fallout thing? Oh, okay. Well, I could remember there was an X-Men thing called Children of the Atom. I might be misremembering. The only good thing that in those that I can add is the Church of Unitology. Well, you can buy Symphony of the Night on the PS Vita for some reason. It took me 50 minutes. Children of the Atom, like X-Men, the first Capcom memorable fighting game. Yeah, that's the one maybe that I'm thinking about. Jeez, but 50 minutes to buy a game digitally on the Sony PlayStation Store, that's kind of crazy. Now that I mentioned Top Gear that way earlier, in one of the episodes that happened to air last night, Jeremy Clarkson described the car as Japanesey PlayStation-y, which is I found to be extremely mama huevo hilarious. Church of Unitology, where I want to destroy their brain microwaving markers. Well, I'd rather have my brain microwaved by a marker than Solan. So I had to go back and forth between my phone's browser and the console apps, my computer, or my banking app, because they wonder what the fuck is going on. That is so funny, actually. That, like, you have to go through all of these hoops just to legally buy a game. Sweet. Shortcut. I'm making it sound like I really hate Solan, but I really hate Solan. Solan came in the way of my item collecting. And my Lamorne teleporter artifact lore. It's like if instead of learning more about the Light of Aether, you have some random Federation dude talking to you about chicken nuggets. I thought Solan would be connected to Cell Valley, but no. Yeah, again, like I said, could you imagine if the Lamorne or what the people in Tokavi's like home planet, wasteland, moon, whatever it is, was if what they believed to be Solan was actually like Lamorne and Lamorne tech, and then Soul Valley would remind Tokavi so much of the wasteland because it's like actually like where his home started from or whatever. It turns out that the planet that these Federation systems by Tanamar were started happened to be created in some way or another or influenced by the Lamorne. And that's why they have the artifact there. You know, you tie things all the way back. And the psychic abilities and what it can do to the mind. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. It's the copium. 1000% the copium, man. Whoa, not gonna get me. It's just a coincidence. It's called sun in Spanish. Crevice. Solan? Sol es sol. Sí, as in the sun. But I don't know where you're getting the land part. Or Yan. It's not even a valley. What's that about? Yeah, the things in Prime 4 feel a lot like placeholder names. And green energy is the number one. It's the number one thing that you can, like, feel it in. Gotta be very quiet. Very careful, I mean. Don't want to get looped by these guys. Crevice equals valley. Oh, but I thought you meant that in Spanish. Sun in Spanish, crevice. So I thought that crevice was also written in Spanish. Now, if it was rainbow energy, would have been peak. Where's that though? That way, I actually agree with you on that, especially because the planet called Viros. I don't think Viros is much of a lame name of the planet. It's more that it's called the Great Mines Because I at least find bureaus to be a little bit more engaging. It's a one-letter original word, rather than the two words that you're used to describe one thing. Soul Valley, Fury Green, Blairpool, Green Energy, Psychic Stone, Memory Fruit, Base Camp, Fire Shot. Gay energy, let's go. Psychic Stone, Demon King, Psychic Stone, Green Energy Crystals, Memory Fruit. Yeah, I know that, wait. It's also not very furious if you think about it. There's sure wildlife that wants to kill you, but it's only like the plant thing. I also forget that I Metal Gear. Squeeze my hog. Hey, I made it to this flash shift before 60 deaths. Let's go. So that's why the Lamorne vanished. They were all gay at the gene pool. The gene pool vanished. No. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. No. Whoa! No, no, no. Uh-oh. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. There we go. I made it. I really thought for a second that the yellow Emmy was gonna grab me because he was like so close to me, but having the grapple beam this early really lets you like skip a lot. Ah. Someone forgot about other M. I was gonna say the same thing, Dusty. All because of the gay energy? What? It was discovered that Lamorne language is more complex than Chosa one, so they could have literally made up words for the areas and revealed through Lamorne dialogue what those words mean. Yeah. I just think that, like, there should have been less Tokavi and Mackenzie and more Tatoya. Like, you almost didn't need Tokavi or Mackenzie because you had Chatoya, right? Like in the same way you had Umos. All right, can I get this before the 60? Can I beat one fucking mother brain, memory unit? What was it called? Central unit. I could have called it, for example, Dashra Belt, and then you could figure out that Dashra is what the Lamorne use for ice. Yeah, and you also establish a more interesting, unique name for it that it makes it sound more unique to Metroid in the same way they use Thropendrana or Macmore or Orvis or Agon. No, I could not. That's what I get for thinking about other Metroid games. My brain. All right, 10 more. You end up figuring out why the Lamorne and Ice build made that scary noise when you came close to it. Because video game. Not that I needed a reason for it. I quite enjoyed the fact that it was there. That was there rather than nothing, to be fully honest. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 y 10. Alright, there we go. 10. It's gonna suck later today when I have to do actual, like, strength training and I have to do more squats. Hopefully, I'll be more warmed up by then, I guess. No! That was like a catch bait. Fucking baited by the central unit, man. Are there any other games that have a mode similar to the Dread Rush mode? Dread Rush was much more satisfying than the Dread campaign. What is Dread Rush? It's like bus. Is that Bus Rush, but in Dread mode? Or because if so, like I can think of Kirby, Gravity Circuit, Devil May Cry, Astral Chain, like. I mean, I'm doing I believe, I'm asking. It's been a while. Last time I played something called Dread Mode, or Dread Rush was like when it came out, so. Oh my gosh, there we go. I should have died there, I guess. Smash Brothers Brawl kind of had one. Yes, Brawl had one as well. Oh, I mean one-shot boss rush. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I did do that. I just didn't know it was called Dread Rush. I didn't do it on stream though. Honestly, this game adding a boss rush mode made me wish Metroid Post Fusion had one. Yeah, I guess. It's just that there's only been one. But not a one-hit boss rush mode? Well, you can just get hit by the boss once and then just walk off the stage if you want to. Oh, shit! Alright, fuck me. That's 2 more squats. Two. Lamorne put everything into that one seed because that doesn't follow the 3-2-1 rule of a data backup. No, Hollow Knight kind of has one. Yeah, Hollow Knight. I think Blasphemous also has one. Like, it's more common than you think, I think. The better question is, why didn't Lamorne have a backup fruit, given that it's so important to their culture as a whole? Since Fusion and Dread don't revolve around the space pirates, and we can't know that what Metrix will evolve. What kind of faction would you like Samus to fight against, since the 2D series seems to be moving away from space pirates? Anything, to be quite honest. Sentient machines that wanna... like, I had an idea for who Silex was, and I believed he was like a prototype robot that developed sentience, and the Federation just never really acknowledged its sentience because of the way that it was programmed, so they wanted to shut off the program and that caused them to go rogue or whatever. You could have something like the Kraken Empire. You have something like Candon. I feel like Hunters just shows that you could really go almost anywhere with these. You could even make them like a lawful good type of thing that just aren't aligned with Samus and a cosmic threat type of stuff in the similar way that like Noxus is still lawful good. And you can do boss rush of 40 bosses in a row. Alright, sweet. We got this. Chat, can anybody remind me what the speed booster used to do? I forgot. If only there was someone in chat that knew about Shine Sparking. Wouldn't mind something like the Cthulhu Cult, kind of like the Space Pirates in Prime 3, but more extreme. I was thinking about the King in Yellow type of stuff. Yeah, I forgot what the speed booster does. Forgot what Metroid is? Local Metro YouTuber forgot what a Metroid is. Hey, don't blame me. Metroid Prime 4 forgot what a Metroid is. Tease me in the beginning just to have them know it. I'm really sounding petty, but like at this point I really just don't really care that much. Ah, baby death. Another baby death for babies. 'Cause this game is for babies. Yeah, I really recommend Blasphemous. If you haven't played it, I really liked that game's attempt angle at like marrying Symphony of the Night with classic Metroid. You can be petty about Prime 4 as much as you're like, no, because I don't want to be petty about Prime 4. I know there's people who enjoy it, and I don't want to just sound like Mr. Negative Nancy, because apparently anybody who dislikes the game is just a hater like Silux. But it's also because like I just don't like the negativity. I feel like you know, in general, there's so many bad things going on that like using that for like a silly video game. So imagine an important schoolwork you need to be graduated. You have one copy in your PC, one copy in external drive, and one copy in a USB drive, and you give that USB drive to a friend in case your house burns. So something. Now that is proper data backup. I mean, the way that Lamorne should have just done it is that you have somebody making more memory fruits, or like, you know, safeguarding the seeds so that you can just replant the tree. Is my question. In this highly advanced civilization that had psychic powers and vault forges and what have you, they didn't have like a memory fruit program about just like securing the seeds for prosperity. You know, because it's a fruit, therefore the fruit has seeds, and therefore the seed can grow into a new tree, right? Do you know Metroids are beings who can get into your body and kill you inside and imitate you in more monstrous form? What's an X-parasite? Do you know Metroids are beings who can get into your body, kill you inside, and imitate you in a more monstrous forms? I think that Lamorne had all that they were ventured to the other worlds. Had all that where they ventured to other worlds? Well, if that's the case, then why is the point of the game? What's the point of the game? If the Lamorne already had all those things in whatever other world they ventured to, then why do they need the Chahin Haran to do all these hoops for them? And then Silux in, and then the scene Silux in then scene in Silux Battlefield, he destroyed all their worlds. What? I'm sorry, what? No, I really want to know. I'm asking more for answers. I'm not... It's like, at this point, I'm willing to hear anybody out. The real current state we are in is A, wait for a new Prime or an OR 2D, and B, hoping the day comes where we get computers and dev tools to make fan-based games on other Primes. I think that the tools are... The B point, the tools are there. It's just that nobody has really ventured into replicating. The problem with the Silux, the black holes in the background, but that's not it, because that's the first time we go there. Silux has been trapped in the Chrono Tower this entire time, so when did he get the time to leave go into those holes, destroy all those Lemoyne worlds, and then come back and stick inside the Chrono Tower, rather than doing to Vuros the same thing he did to those other worlds if he already has the power to do those before the game even before it even is revealed. The black holes are not black holes in the backgrounds. I took them as just portals that lead into this plane between dimensions, given the fact that it comes from one of the vortexes or whatever that Celix opens. But even then, that only brings up more problems with the continuity of the story that's being presented, because there was no moment in which Celix had enough time to go and do all those things. I really want someone to make a PC port of Metroid Prime, but there's Prime Hack, man. The community already did it. It's Prime Hack, and it's phenomenal, you know? Were the threats in the Master Teleporter the multiverse or something? I bet Armstrong knew. I don't know. What threats? There's no threats in the Master Teleporter. What? Is that chat member basically telling me that Celix was trying to pull an Evolto? As if. I know. Because, like... I know. Evol, my beloved husband. Sorry, hold on. I got intrusive thoughts about Evol. I have my lizard as doing the Evol poses in an Evol glam at one point. Well, Suichi more than Evol. Oh. Not fast enough. So yeah, this is why I needed the energy tanks. Not to mention, again, the big continuity issue with Celix is that you collect 100% of items and you get to see this one moment flashback scene of Celix that the game has been sort of throwing at you and hinting at you throughout your entire game, because Celix in Chrono Tower is sort of superimposing his memories onto Samoza via the headaches that she gets, like when she's going to enter Volt Forge and whatever. But that cutscene has Celix out of his out of his blue and green armor, which he had in Hunters. But there's the mechs from Federation Force, which were only built after Metroid Prime 3, meaning that Celix should have already sort of abandoned and left the Federation and been in his blue-green armor, because after Hunters, this whole thing was gaining to the point where he had the Metroids to attack the Federation. Celix will never be as cool as Evolt. Wait, I'm sorry, my husband? I mean, Evolt is kind of... Yeah, did I stutter? He's my husbando. I love him so much. I know, I've played Prime Hack and it's great, but I think of Metroid Prime could be what Mario 64 has in terms of hacks. Ah, I get you. I just think the Mario 64 is a much easier game to, like, disassemble because it's also older and it's, like, way more things than anything is. Thanks, Samosa, for Metroid Prime 5? No. No, just keep her where she is. Keep her where she is. We don't... They weren't able to do jack and shit with a character that's basically a blank template. Why do we want to give them Dang Samosa? They didn't earn Dang Samosa. Oh, shit. Also, like, Tanabe has said a Dang Samosa is over, so... Hold up a minute, I think it disconnected my headphones. Who or what is a Volt? He's a villain from Kamen Rider Build. Hold up a minute. Alright, I think... Yeah, there we go. I can hear the game again. It was more on a problem on my end. What if Celix is an ideology and they're more like him? That would have been cool, but the game again breaks that train of thought because their doppelgangers are just Cybots and not really like other hymns and stuff. Or at this point, with how screwed up the Stylus timeline is, could Hunter's Stylus and Prime Force Stylus just be two different people? Yes and no. No, because the Steelux from Metroid Prime 4 has the same origin story and backstory of Steelux from Hunters in his scan in the one scan log entry of him that actually counts at the end of the game. So, oh fuck, I just do it. Boy, oh boy. Look at all this skill issue. Like, if it were a different Silex, then you'd expect that there'd be some inconsistencies with his backstory or origins, but the scan log of Silex in Beyond just reiterates and confirms what we knew about him in Hunters and the like, so... I wonder how many takes did the VA take for that Samus screen. Probably one or two. I really think that the voice actors got the shortest end of the stick, because you can tell that because of the troubled development cycle, there was really not much time for like a performance to be worked on. Especially given how... Oh, what the fuck? Did that kill my momentum? Chat, don't. To be fair, I only recently discovered the secret spring. Which is... Oh, alright, so I gotta meet the wall on the right with less height. I see. Again, it's pretty cool how all these years later, I'm still finding more sequence breaks that the community had already discovered, but like I had like jumped out of and played other games. I know this isn't the case, but what if the scan logs in Prime 4 are just mistaken? I mean, I could see it in a way with any of these characters, given how Silex and Hunters really didn't have much of a character when you think about it, but... Well, I guess we'll go to the funny number. Unless I make it out. Hey, one more go before the funny number. One more go, assuming nothing just absolutely nukes me here, of course. There's 2 more enemies I need to fight. What if in Prime 5 the Rio Steelix appears and wants to take down his copycat that made him look bad? Admittedly, I'm just being silly. I kind of got the idea that you were being silly, chat, given how often you also hear, but... At this point, I think I would take anything, but I don't think I'd be excited for anything. Like, I feel that Nintendo specifically, not Retro, not the devs, Nintendo, the massive corporate. Fuck me. Need to, like, regain... It has to do, like, a little bit of rebuilding faith with me in general, because as a consumer I'm not really happy with where they're going as a company and the new business models and products that they put. That if Metroid Prime 5 is gonna come out and Prime 4 was anything to show me what was the thing that they were wanting, the way they wanted to handle these games, and A, it's not for me, B, I don't think it might be worth the amount of asking price with how more expensive games are becoming. Can't believe that a baby dev got me again. What the fuck? I keep forgetting. Do I need to change the control stick when I jump off the wall, or is that like only the 2D, the other 2D games like Fusion and Zero Mission? Imagine Mackenzie call you on the radio if you die in Prime 4, like if it was Metal Gear Solid. That would have truly been cursed. Yeah, Brain, I'm glad. Thanks for bringing it up, Brain. I was trying to stay quiet about it. 67. I almost felt I was gonna just fall on the turret and die. I would have called it karma. I would have called it karma. I know it's off topic. It's fine. We can change topics, chat. I don't really mind. If anything, I don't know. I'm surprised you guys aren't tired of the Metroid Prime 4 fucking rants and whatever. I'm a Mario fan, but I hate the fact that in the past 15 years we only got one new 3D Mario and one new 2D Mario release. Like they will have released at least 2 Mario movies before the next 3D Mario game. Yeah, I'm with you, chat. Like that's what I meant by not liking where Nintendo's business models and priorities are going. Mario's 40th anniversary Nintendo Direct was met with the trailer for a new movie and not like a new what's next for the Mario video games that we sell our Switch 2 systems on. So, yeah. No, I almost made it out. It was right there. All right, let me do one more and then I'll do the squats. I don't really care about the new Mario movie. I'm not really even I haven't even watched the trailer. I don't even know anything. I didn't really like the original movie in the first place. I thought that it was just like the safest, most unmovie movie there was. But then, you know, I remember it's made by Illumination, so it's like their bread and butter. We're just gonna put as much memes, and I know what that is, so that people like generally think they enjoyed the movie. I guess no one is a Zelda fan because I believe it was also Zelda's 40th. Well, I'm talking about the direct that happened last year, but I guess nobody's really a Metroid fan because Metroid has never gotten any anniversary in Zelda. There's been 0 Metroid stuff on 0 anniversaries, Zelda. I don't know why I'm doing this petty bit, but it's supposed to be a bit. Because I see the Zelda fans being like, there's nothing for the 40th! And then, like, I remember seeing, like, the Zelda, all this stuff, anniversaries, like, beforehand, and, like, me as a Metroid fan just wanting a JPEG that said Metroid 30th, you know, or Metroid 35th, or 25th, or whatever. I have a hoodie for the Zelda 20th anniversary at 30th and 35th thing. No, 30th. And then, Metroid? Yeah, what's a Metroid? I guess nobody's a fan. I guess I'm the only one. They want to make TV shows, card games, cooking books, and cartoons, but not video games. Isn't a fan of the Mario movie. I wasn't a fan of the Mario movie. The best Mario movie is the Wreck-It Ralph. I guess so, yeah, in some ways. Hey! Finally did it! I finally did it. Let me do my squats. Now just don't die before you get to the Gavaran. There's one guy in here that can still kill me. There's one guy here that can just kill me. I just figured I would put it out there. Not that crazy. Alright. 1, 2. Yes, Kiskadi, I'm doing 3, 4. I don't know if you guys can hear the bird. 5, but he's out my window. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we go. Now, hopefully I don't die to the other thing that's in this room. Bird, you mean Ravenbeak is there watching you squat? I know it's not Ravenbeak, but it's still a great Kiskadi. Hooray. How do we know you're not just counting slowly? Faith. You gotta have the same faith in me as Tokavi has in Solon, chat. What else can I tell you? I mean, I don't really have like a webcam that I can put on my PC to record. Or even like turn it on doing squats. I perhaps might do like a subathon at some point and then just be like, all right, whatever I make goes into the streams, but I there's a part of me that would feel like morally bad, I guess, because like I could use that energy to put it onto like a charity or something, but I like to imagine the giving how much the things have sucked in my end. The past couple of years that I would consider it a charity for me, but maybe for just, you know, updating the stream and video qualities and stuff, but sent you a gift. Hold up a minute. Thing good. The energy count changed. Orpheon's Solon. Orpheon Solon is the Elma statue Figma and signed picture. Well, unfortunately, two of those things don't exist, but I do have a signed picture. You can replace Zelma for Samus, I guess, or Motoko Kusanagi or whatever. Thank you for the gift, Mewtwo. He sent me a Metroid 30 of graphic. Hold up a minute. I gotta, here's the gift. Ah, shit. My uncle Tendo said it's legit. Well, if it's from your uncle Tendo, like, who am I to disagree? There it is, chat. So cool. Finally, my life is complete. We got a Metroid 30th anniversary graphic right there. It's perfect, right? There's no errors with it. There's just Metroids in this image. Why is it in Comic Sans? What you got against Sans Undertale? Oh shit. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh shit. I like the bit because it's me imagining I'm screaming Samus because she died it. Not familiar with the upper left one? Oh, that's just a Dark Metroid. From Metroid Prime 2. Electric Boogaloo. Definitely not an Ing. Right, chat? Where are my Echoes fans at? Echoes gang, I summoned thee. Why isn't it in Comic Sans? Ah, I thought it was the other way around. Never mind. Whoa. Metroid's high on goth energy. That's an Alolan Metroid. Off-roids. Oh, those are great, chat. Oh, those are great. Alright, I have a question for you. Just like in general, because I thought it'd be funny. Sakurai gets to put one more Metroid character in Super Smash Bros. DLC patch number 3. Who and why? Just short answers. Because I would love being able to read them as fast as I can. Raven Peak? Alright. Love the footage being covered by the Metroid 30 graphic. I know. But what is there to watch? I haven't died. Once. More than once. Why is it Gandrada and Ravenbeak? Gandrada, my beloved, actually. I know what stupid bit I'll do. They'll upset just 2 people in chat, confuse the other 3, and make the 4th people who are just lurking quit out of the stream. No, Frostbite, stop talking about Solon. No Solon. Solon is a bad man. Don't believe Tokabi's lies. There's only the only right path is a path of Phazon. At Zoomer to Smash, I did say any Metroid character. Alright, what be his final smash? What be the Zoomer's final smash? I can't. Where are you? I promise this idea is not worth the amount of time it's taking off the stream. Oh, wow. Forgot. Massive. Gendreda can turn into Elma, and so the Princess Sheep can be canon. I mean, you could just put Elma for that regard. You could put... And then Gendreda turns into both. I don't know. Joke answer. Adam. Okay, but what's Adam's final smash? May the light of Aether shine upon you then? I'll accept that. Freedom of religion. Solonology. Okay, so the light of Aether then? Yes. I'm Phazon-based being. No freedom of anything here. Just Phazon. I don't know what you're talking about, but this is called the Orpheum. We're already infected with Phazon. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, if Piranha Plant is in Smash, we can have a Zoomer. I know. He just slowly moves into a player, and then they can't move. There we go. That's the bit. We're just staring at Gendreda now. Gosh, how did we go from Gendreda to Nora? This used to be the sassy... I'm very sad. There's a part of me that I'll be honest and I'll be super silly and extremely unimportant, right? Non-important. This is not really a problem. This is not an issue. But I am so sad and salty that I've seen like more Nora with Samus fan art than Gendreda with Samus fan art. And it's just because I find Gendreda way more of an interesting, sassy character that also happens to interact with Samus. Adam's final smash is saying Samus is finally allowed to move. Adam's final smash unauthorizes you from life. It's just like, alright, I know that there's preferences and all this other stuff, but it's just that the dynamic between Gendreda and Samus for me is way more interesting than Samus and her pet fangirl. Which is what I kind of get with Nora. Wait, Gendreda's a bit shorter than Samoza, right? I think they're about the same height, but now that you say it like that, I think she is a little bit shorter than Samoza. Perfect idea. The Solan cult is the faction Samus fights in Prime 5. Tokabi just didn't mention things like cannibalism and human sacrifice in his religion. Oh my gosh. I mean, you're not wrong. He doesn't clarify that they don't do any of those stuff as much as he doesn't clarify that they do any other good things. But, like, at the same time, it's like, whoa! Rated M Metroid. But is Gendreda shorter than Zero Suit Samus? I don't know. I mean, I believe that Gendreda and Zero Suit Samus are about the same height, is what I imagine. This is Strong Arm 69, and I disapprove of this Nora slander. She's a strong-ass woman that needs only you, Samoza. I mean, that's what Nora told me. Alright, Mewtwo, you better write me a funny bit given what's coming up. And yes, chat, we're just staring at Gendreda now. I don't care. This is what peak Metroid sassy characters used to look like. She was a shapeshifter that fell onto her own hubris. I just thought she was neat. Speaking of characters I think are neat. Isn't she so neat? Oh. Why does Samus only emote when Silex falls to space? Because she can't believe it's over. It was over like that, Tad. That's why she emoted. She was like, wait, that's it? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, purple. Chad, you wanna watch purple with me? Let's watch purple. Where's Kendrina? There she is. The Sammies. Okay, let's be honest. The stream is infinitely better now that Gendrada's just like plastered all over it, right? Because like she was the best thing that came out of Metroid until Quiet Road was a thing. I want to watch green? Alright, then you can go to a different stream. We're watching purple on this one. In another universe, we have a Metroid Prime Hunters 2, and maybe 3, where you can play as all the hunters, either as non-canon or canon spin-off, and you get to play as Gendrada, being sassy and all. Ah, if only. I thought you had the hots for your goth tomboy leaser wife. I mean, yes, absolutely, but Gendrada came like before I knew Leezer, but yes, Leezer. I just think she's very cute and silly. Great, it's a great that I cut back and it's Samus aiming at the screen after the lizard. Actual Samus emotions? What's that? Metroid Prime 4 to Dread. Look at this. I love this pose over here. Again, one thing I love about the cinematography about Metroid Dread is that they find ways that they can frame Samus as being the tough, badass destroyer of worlds, but still seem fragile, trapped, and delicate. I want to see an edit of Tokavic conversation that is just him nonchalantly describing incredibly twisted aspect of his religion, and Samus is just ignoring it. I could probably skim through all the dialogue that he says in the game and perhaps have enough to phrase a sentence like that. But I would need like a transcript because they talk a lot about this game. And I don't know if I have it in me to do another playthrough and write the transcripts myself unless we do it together as a stream. You're gonna tell me that this game is better than the latest? I agree wholeheartedly. Oh my god. Must admit, those clothing for Quivro really look comfy. I know, right? And I like... You know one aspect I really liked about this that I'm so disappointed that Chad has never brought up? It's Pokemon Silver versus Pokemon Gold. Because you got the Thoha tribe dressed in gold and then the Mockings dressed in silver. And how cool is it that the villain decides to portray himself in the cooler color scheme rather than the gold colors, which is usually associated with people who think too highly of themselves. Quiet Beak on screen, you mean Rose. Still able to speak Metroid? Ashkar Marbunta Tanamar. Esker... oh gosh, I'm rusty. But I could, if I looked up the guide, I could probably do it. Oh my gosh, unless Gendrada is almost the same size as Leezer, but slightly taller. Yeah, I think she'd be slightly taller than this Leezer. This Leezer is very short. Hey Samus, you try to capture the Chozo in a Pokeball? Hypothetically, of course. Mackenzie. H2S Prime 4 fans. Samus conveying emotions in a cutscene. How to scare Prime 4 fans, sorry. It's Samus conveying emotions in a cutscene. I also like the Dread armor because I really like the way that Samus' shoes look in this iteration or armor. I also even like that slight shifting her weight that she's still listening. These shots are incredible. The cinematography just like this shot. again, framing Samus smaller, a lot of space above her head, the things that she doesn't know. The weakness and the frailty of the situation compared to Quirrell, who has the full picture. He's like bigger in the frame. I really like how we can retroactively believe that two different types of Chozo statues in Zero Mission were Thohan mocking variants. I know, right? Isn't that cool? It just kind of works like that now. I also like the fact that they don't say Emi. They really this EMMI. And then there's the snap suit from that one shot that I was talking about into this when she learns the truth, followed by my mind when that happened the first time. So cool. It's fan service done right. I like the armor because it's like a slight fusion between her Samus Returns looks and Fusion look. Yeah. Not to mention that the lore behind it is that the suit is still healing from Metroid Fusion. So like the white is just turning into the armor itself. How to scare Prime 4 fans. Samus actually speaks. Oh, I could have parried that. I could have parried that. You think Samus is pretty rusty, so or that she uses that command. You think Samus is super rusty, or that she uses that to command the ship and stuff. Maybe. Rusty in what? Talking? I mean, I could see her using Chozo to command the older ships, but she's been in that Federation purple ship from Fusion since then. What happened there? What happened? What happened? What happened there? My momentum just did not jump high enough. Guess you go with Padre Beak to create the nest in the sky. Maybe. Quirrell getting killed really makes you hate Ravenbeak. Top 10 saddest moments in gaming. Quirrell dead. I think it says a lot, right? Again, you just meet Quirrell, and I feel that everybody is still shocked and sad about his death in the same cutscene that he was introduced. Versus when you play Prime 4 and you spent all this time with, you know, Tokavi and the rest, and they just die at the end. I think it says a lot, you know? Yeah, no, the RNG electric wasps? No. But this is why I decided to do this. Because I am very rusty. This is gonna be fun. This is one Chozo robot. That's like the baby one. What the... I felt like I had no chance to react there. Oh my gosh, what now? Samus, this is Tokavi. I'm gonna let you finish. I just wanted to let you praise Solon. Fucking... condescending Tokavi. Only issue with Prime 4 is that they already pulled the allies dying for you card once. Yeah, twice if you think about it. 3 times if you think about it. Adam, the Hunters and Corruption to a certain extent. Anthony almost, kind of, sort of, but not really. And then Quirrell. Oh. No, it happened again. It happened again. No. Slowly breaking my bro sanity. Yeah, I mean, Chozo is alive and breathing. The universe, not in my watch. Oh, fuck. I jumped into that one. That was not nice. This is also the hardest, the second hardest one, because we still got to do the one in Gavaran, the golden one. And I believe it's right after this one, more or less. Why did I jump? 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 Don't touch the robot bird. He's real and can't hurt you. Oh, thanks for the advice, BT. Metroid Prime 3 is technically one of the few Metroid games where most of your allies actually die. I feel like in most cases, most of Samus's allies just like bite the bullet, kick the bucket. All right. What do you mean don't jump? Command grabs. Imagine the guy who I forgot their name, who joined earlier to mention about the Dread Rush mode, just watching this performance. Fuck. All right, I'm doing my squats. I'm doing the squats. Fucking Chozo robot. The animals in Super didn't die, thankfully. I mean, they're probably dead by now, too, given the fact that I don't know how long that I live. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Alright, I need a moment from my back and forth going to ask. May I ask, why do I hear Silex meme noises? I'm playing it every time I die. As suggested by Ghosty and a couple of other chat members last stream. Albert is fighting his PTSD. Yeah, I mean... What, Chad, do you want a different sound effect? I can look for a different sound effect. No puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser. Que me morí ahí y así. No puede ser que morí. Y ahora voy a buscar otro ruido para poner cuando muero en olvido.
Remember me?
Well, going back and forth between rooms. What the?
Remember me?
Guys, this thing actually, Elmer's actually losing it now. He's speaking Spanish. Wow, I swapped languages once to just express my own disappointment in myself. Fucking hell.
Remember me?
This skill issue is getting so annoying. Feel like, why did you jump? Why didn't you jump? Why did you jump? Why did you jump? Why did you jump? Why did you jump? That good meme material. As if not, he was gonna hit me. Right, the voice actors in this game actually... Oh right, aren't the voice actors in this game actually Spanish as well? Yes. Or should I say C? Wow, I shouldn't jump. I should jump there. Jump there. Jump over this one. Oh, I could have parried that, but I'm not gonna risk it. Oh no, God, no!
Remember me?
Sí, señor. Cielito santo, no puede ser. O sea, I remember when I used to be good at this game.
Remember me?
Well, you still have to fight two of these guys at the same time. Yeah, I think I have to fight them once or twice though. But at that point, I also will have like storm missiles and plasma beam. Fuck.
Remember me?
Samus, you should avoid taking damage in this mode. You could get knocked out. You're not. No shit, you can't see. Yeah. I'm kind of glad there's no co-hosts right now, because if not, they would have kept me mentally sane. I feel like
Remember me?
I feel like it just starts, and I barely have a fraction of a second to react after I skip the cutscene.
Remember me?
Couldn't ask for better, though. You dying all the time made it easier. I mean, the dual robot fights are definitely made easier with the storm missiles, but you have to get through SQ fight. SQ is the least of my concerns. SQ is gonna be bait stuff compared to this guy.
Remember me?
It's the first time that something is gonna make me have to do 210 squats. I should be dead. I should be dead. From downtown, and I still didn't do shit.
Remember me?
I recollect when you were able to beating this first time. You did it faster with only 20 deaths ish. Really? Do you mean like the first time I beat the game, or like the first time I did a direct mode run? When? Dos. Tres. Cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Okay, yeah, but was it a direct mode run or like a regular mode run? Because either way, no. No, but... So wait, if I reset my save, I'll reset my devs, right? That was a genuine mistake. Shit. Dread mode, because Ravenbeak punished you for about 2 hours. Shit. Well, he's gonna punish me for 8. Fuck, I don't have the super missiles. So wait, do I reset to the super missiles, or... Because I was like at 66 by then? I can get back, but like, we didn't really... It's not really that much of an issue. I'm just asking if the deaths reset if I accidentally did this reset. I'm letting you decide that, chat. Albert's muscle memory is in the retirement, along with the YouTube career. What career? If I reset my devs to what I had at this juncture of the game, or I just keep the devs that I have in general, because I gotta get back the super missiles, and then we can go fight the robot. Well, that was easier this time. Never mind. I forgot that there was that guy. So okay, I'll just stick here, I guess, since. Oh, alright, no, I'm way too high up for surviving this. I mean, my thought would be that I go back to 66 and then try from there, but I'm no cheater. I'm no cheater pumpkin eater. I'm just way rustier than I thought I was. I also remember double chosen
Dude,
and Dread.
the
getting
fucking time
yeah,
zones.
I mean, I am not looking forward to any of this, Chad. I don't know why, but I think it's fun. There we go. Sweet.
The fucking time zones has me fucked up, dude.
Hey, Gabe. Don't worry about it.
What up? I literally just woke up like 10 minutes ago.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, no, I woke up like 3 in the morning and said, fuck it. No, I'm just gonna keep going to sleep. Woke up at 2:30 in the afternoon, like, fuck. What happened here?
Because like when I did the replying to chat, when I did the other
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Road run, like the game was still new. I had just been playing it over and over and over and over in Red Rover nonstop. Versus now where I'm like, I'm past 90 deaths because of the Chozo robot. But if I were to reset the save file to where I was in this point, we'd be around 69. I say 69 because there was 69 before I got the missile, so if anything, I would start the counter right now at closer to 70, just to be fair. But fucking hell.
Oh,
So-
no sleep for Kadame Dates on discount.
Huh?
No sleep for Kadame Dates on discount.
Yeah. I have it though.
Ah, damn.
On Switch. Aiba.
There are big titties and
There are big titties sitting behind the desk. Again, the baby devs are scarier than the big boy devs. Alright, super missiles. Still not enough to make fun. You will progress if you stop dying, Samus. No shit. Alright, this time when I reach Fernando, I will save. Because what happened was a genuine mistake. I guess I pressed B when picking up my controller after doing the squats and putting on my headphones. And then I accidentally pressed A, which is like what confirmed, go back to the title screen. But hey, only 3 deaths since then. I'm done with things for now. The shows has been filled with a decent bit. Did you already put your Balatro Game of the Year, Jim Balatro Game of the Year, Balatro? I create a more entertaining Mackenzie than the original. Given how it's gotten like a couple of chuckles from me and Chad, I'd say so. Or is it Chat and I? don't know why I'm doing this.
You don't know why you're doing that?
Yeah, since everything is a one-shot kill anyways. Jim Balatro is in my room this whole time. In fact, has seen more of this stream than I did. Yeah, I'm asking Jim Balatro if he thinks, not Shadley the skeleton. I mean, definite human. Alright, now we're back to where we were almost. Fernando.
Lizard. Lizard.
Remember me?
Lizard.
Jim Ball, hey pawn. Oh, okay. Sorry, let me ask him a moment. Just please repeat the question for him again because I was noisy. I don't know, was this Jim Balatro from Jim Balatro Game of the Year, Balatro Game of the Year thought about the stream so far? In my great lack of skills. There's just no safe room before this, right? Wow, that's... Yeah, there's no safe. Alright. Scale 1 to 10, how comfy you think Quiet Robes are? His clothes are? I'd say a 9 at least. I was actually playing this game on hard mode when the notification popped up. Well, I'm playing on dread mode, and so far I'm stuck at this mode. After years of retirement from both playing Metroid and making YouTube videos of games.
Remember me?
Oh yeah, just in case, Albert, do not buy the Guilty Gear bundle yet.
Which Guilty Gear bundle?
That it just went up on sale, the bundle for the future content.
I mean, why would I spend money on things that I don't even know what's gonna do? Fuck.
Remember me?
They were just gonna put it on the shop, but they were not going to release it. But apparently, due to the nature of the system on Steam, it went up a little bit earlier than they expected. But there's nothing in the content yet. So they are going to like make some changes and fixes and give the money back to the people that bought it by mistake. The last episode of Digimon comes out tomorrow. Nice.
There we go,
I hear it.
finally! It took 20 deaths. Hey,
Fuck the guy.
He is the one Jim Balatro, owner of the hit game Balatro, which is also Balatro Game of the Year Balatro from Balatro Incorporated. I always keep forgetting a word somehow. Go up to the second level, easier to avoid his death. Yeah, that's why I realized a little bit too late. Or more or less remembered, I guess. Important thing is I did it, right? First try, yeah, right? Oh, would've been cool. I really want those missiles. It took 20 deaths for you and 1 death for... Wait, technically Quairo died 20 times as well. Well, if I'm going to experience the hell of the death time loop, he'll join me for it. Aktun. Aktun. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What the fuck? I keep jumping as in the stupid crevice. There we go. First try. Alright, either way we have to make our way to Gabaron, and I have to fight the golden one now. Shit. Oh, no. How many deaths do you think the second one's gonna take me? I dash from the left room? Oh, I like doing it from there. I don't know why, I just like the wall jumping. Never ending. Yeah, like that one horror game that I like a lot. What was it name? What was it name? 40 Death? Wow. 40 Days is a little bit like too ridiculous, but I believe it. Giving. Samus, it's me, the Gold Chozo. I expect you to rage. We'll see, Gold Chozo. Signal is? Crow Country? Oh! Yeah.
Uploading data.
Our full
Ah.
program has explained why.
Ah!
We now know why the
Ah.
enemy are pursuing you.
Ah!
Samus Aran, Raven beat Lord Yugi.
Ah!
He wants the Metroid DNA that exists only within you. I have confirmed that Quiet Road has deactivated all remaining enemies. You should now be able to root Quiet Road open to Cinderenia. Return
Yeah, it's
there
not
to
Adam
Lord
talking to me, it's Gendrada. Shape-shifting as Adam. Oh, I'm gay. Alright, hey, at least I could save.
Oh shit, it's fun.
The Crow Hive Mind has been initiated. Chat,
Sorry, I
the,
had to say that.
the problem is I'm very easily stimmed and bird. Well, if I remember correctly, can I just like squeeze my way through Gabarin?
There we go.
Global map.
Can you?
Can you?
Something tells me
Will
the
you?
answer is probably no. I'm asking people if I can go through the rest of Gabarin through there, or if it's not another dead end. I just don't want to waste time because it's kind of like a
I
detour.
forgot.
Should you?
I forgot.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. It's just that I did a sequence break I hadn't done before. I could go through there, but that's assuming that there's nothing blocking me here. You can do anything you set your mind to, Oni-san. I mean, I guess it did work, given the fact that Xenoblade X is on the Switch now.
I get to see you.
You know,
Hard.
but more importantly than that, I get to see Elma drive her new V8 6-engine liter Skell that transforms into a bike. Which goes at ridiculous speeds, carving a hole through anything. Sorry, we've been watching too much, what the fuck? Stop here. Yeah. Don't let your memes be dreams. Believe in us, Albert. Believes in the us that believe in you. Alright, chat member. I believe in the you that believes in me.
I don't.
I mean, you're not in chat.
Technically I am.
No, you're not. You're in co-host, so you're not in chat.
See? I'm there.
No, you're here. By being in the co-host and I can hear your voice, you're no longer in chat for me.
What if I resign to chat?
Then
Because I just came here to go, oh!
oh. Well, thank you for coming here and just saying oh, and only that, I guess. So what? Were we doing
I mean,
lizards tonight? Then?
oh, it's funny.
My question.
What? What?
Are we doing lizards tonight?
Yeah.
Sweet. I mean, hooray. I mean, lizard. Oh my gosh, lizard, hello. You still need to help me with the Digimon thing.
To do.
That really sucked though that it works like that. He's lizard. I just think she's very neat. I don't know what you think, chat. Alright, you think my lizard's not neat, ban? I think she's neat as well. Aw, thank you. Well, Lisa really appreciates it. It's fucking humanizing this fictional 14 character. But can she... Oh! Like, she actually has a chrome in it, courtesy of Pawn. Oh, Pawn really did lead. Another session of streamer simps for tomboy. But she is not a tomboy. She's just a neat lizard. The fuck? Alright, Gabe, you and I just need to coincide and make like a day so that we can stream Devil May Cry 5 though.
Yeah.
Because if not, then I might have to start by myself, I guess. Because I obviously don't want to distract you from whatever you need to do. It's me, the blue Chihuahua from the Chihuahua racing game. This guy's is a different game. I came to say hello to Gabe. Govgel Lizard. Oh my gosh. If it's not one thing, it's the other. We just gotta put labels on the laser. I see. You're right. She's not a tomboy. She's tomboying. I really like that the fucking shitpost that you guys make though. If anything, thank you for interrupting. Flamboyant lizard with 2 hands. What? Can we... Of course. I like how Gab has probably no idea what that bit what that bit was given he was missing last stream. Yeah, so I'm gonna read it to him again. Gabe?
What?
We got a bit from Chihuahua saying...
From Chihuahua?
Yeah. Saying, it's me, the blue Chihuahua from the Chihuahua racing game, disguised as a different game. I came here to say hi to Gab.
Yeah, no, I read that one.
Huh?
I did read and hear you saying that one, yep.
But did you get the bit?
Yep.
Okay.
The God Hand.
He did get it, chat. I am here.
I'm the one that made you play God Hand. Am I not going to remember about God Hand?
Maybe you could have forgotten. Who knows? Mewtwo's bits is talking like Mackenzie, and my bit's always saying Lizard Tomboyan when I see Lizard. Well, but the Lizard tax. The only one paying it so far are fucking On and fucking Mewtwo.
Remember me?
I don't think you should do that to a Pokemon.
What?
I don't think you should do that to a Pokemon. Don't be the Joker.
What do you mean?
You said fucking Mewtwo. I don't think you should be doing that.
Oh my gosh, okay, please. It's such a contrast with how much more alive and better looking the environments in Dread are compared to Prime 4. I mean, I think it's also like a bit of like a... I don't know what's the correct word. But I feel like a little bit silly of a comparison because it's easier to make a 2D game like this feel more populated because you only have one camera angle to worry about versus to give Prime games, you know, and beyond by extension the benefit of the doubt. You know, there is more that you have to model for the 3D game. I think the issue is that the rooms are just way too big, that any detail that might help it feel populated is usually lost amongst the size and scale of the rooms and beyond. Because like when you sit and actually look at the finer details and you're not just walking from one place to another, there is still the same level of environmental details that you might expect from the previous games. It's just because these rooms are so bigger, so much bigger, a lot of it just feels like insignificant background noise.
It also doesn't help that Nintendo doesn't know how to do a world hub, world hub, because they have world hub syndrome, and they're really bad at it.
Yeah. Where I feel like the better comparison would be, for contrast with, like, say, the original Metroid Prime game, where it feels much more alive because you're able to interact with a lot more of the wildlife just by walking. You know, scarabs fall from the tunnels. There's the beetles that jump at you from under the ground. The plant that fires that poison bomb that you can like bounce back at it. The things that explode on the walls. The gel sap. They're the underwater creatures with the dual layered thing. What do you call it? You know, there's a lot of the wildlife that's not just beyond. A lot of it is just set dressing, like the ants or the birds. So you don't really interact with them directly. They just look pretty for the environment. Versus what like the previous game did, which is like double purpose, I guess. 15 deaths from Gigapon. You have so much faith in me. Sure, Nintendo didn't make a good world once, but considering it can probably there is. I'm sure Nintendo did make a good world hub once, but considering I can't remember, there's probably isn't. That's what chat is saying. I mean, when I try to think of a good world hub, the closest thing I can think of is like Majora's Mask, maybe? And I don't know if Gabe would consider Clock Town a hub.
And it's not a world. It's not a hub town.
There's Rodriguez tentacles. Say that, but the art direction in Dread, just looking at those.
You know what? That's Mario Sunshine.
Those wall details feel much more interesting than Chronological Tower. Mario 64 and Sunshine had amazing hub worlds. Yeah.
That was
Sunshine,
your red chat.
Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah,
Sunshine is a good
for
example
sure.
of a good world hub.
But I would consider Clock Tower the same as Sunshine to a degree in Majora's. You get a lot of your missions and stuff in there, and you start there like a sort of hub. Wow, it's that bad? Well, I died 20 times to the chosen robot guy, so maybe, I don't know. We'll see. The moment of truth is upon us, anyways. That guy just try and get a sneaky, cheeky kill from me, but it won't today. Oh. Mario Sunshine is what I would think. Yeah, for sure. Right. Boss time. Next death should be the Silux death, Samus scream again. Alright.
I don't know.
Hello,
I think
Samus.
Mario...
It's Hello, Samus. I have been receiving radio transmissions for a while now that have been repeated messages on your not stream. It's not anything needing attention at all. Probably could be left alone and never opened, but maybe you can feel me in what the fuck is it, Tomboy Leeser. Well, Mackenzie, you see, the green energy dementia affected my chat, and they believe the Leeser to be things that she's not. All right, there we go. It's prepped. It's pre-prepped. As much as I like Mario Odyssey, I would have preferred if there was a hub world. Man, why am I having such trouble typing? Don't worry, chat member, you're not the only one. But I don't know, I kind of like Odyssey because every world felt like kind of a hub world that I could just play around with, that had the same level of fun in. Or I really felt that Odyssey was the moment where they married the hub worlds of Sunshine with the type of questing and adventure that you would do in the Mario stages. But I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Mario Odyssey needed a hub world.
They're going crazy. Huh?
I say that I don't think Mario Odyssey needs a hub world. I think it's fine as it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it already has all of the worlds feel like hub worlds as they are. Oh, what?
Haha, you died.
Yeah, but the Kiskadis are cheering me on.
No, they're not.
Alright, one death. Still under Pawn's estimate. I get a hot dog, Hammond gets head, and James struggles with yogurt. Is that Mega Starmie? Maybe. I suppose I just want the hub world after Galaxy Hub World was just okay, and Galaxy 2 didn't really have one. Yeah, I suppose, but like, again, for me, all the maps of Odyssey kind of like scratch that itch. If you may. Especially how you unlock Peach's Castle by the end of it all again. I'd be disappointed if you go over 15. Pawn, you have a lot of faith in me. I feel like that did a lot of damage. Like, he just sped up the face. Oh, I thought I jumped way too early on the first one. Alright, that's, what, 3 or 2? Just really like Peach's Castle and Delfino Square, and I want to experience something like that again. But like I said, I think every map of Odyssey has the same mentality as Peach's Castle and Delfino Square. So you don't just get the one hub area, you get like several of them. Like, at least that's the way I feel. What will I do for 100 devs? I don't know. I'll let you chat decide, given how close we are. Have you tried avoiding getting hit? Absolutely, but I'm just a sucker for pain, man. You know, I find it weird that the expert sites never bothered to infect this guy. Oh, he's also assimilated, I believe. It's just that... I need to make Silex appreciation post at 100 devs. I don't know what I could appreciate if it's not the one from Hunters. Okay, Mackenzie. Hey! I did it. I did it. I beat him before 100 devs. I'll take that as a W. 150 devs. Delete Tomboy Leisure save. Well, fortunately for me, no such thing exists, so I won't be deleting anything. Mewtwo, for a comment like that in all aspects, you need to download more than 1 bit. You say that as a joke, but I already went through one heart attack about my laser just being deleted forever by Square Enix. I don't need that heart attack ever again. It really sucked. I'm not even making a joke. I'm not even being cheeses. I would enter like an eternal loop of sadness. Locked in for real for Leezer. Yes, somebody in chat mentioned Leezer, and then my brain decided to lock in for real. I'm just doing it as a bit. Many moons ago, before and like literally the day Endwalker was announced, my account got compromised, and like whoever compromised my account was trying to obviously RMT fish and scam people. So my account got mass reported by the community. So the next morning I found my account locked in. And I had to undergo some hell to just prove that I was me and not some guy in Russia. And like, for every death you need to relive. You need to relieve you, Uncle Ben Tomboy Leezer for a moment. What? Believe in the lizard, Albert. Believe in the lizard, Tomboy. Shit, I misclicked. But what do you mean? What do you mean by Uncle Ben and the lizard, Dusty? Oh no. Oh no. This Kiskadis are going crazy though. Biskadi. Discady. My stream died. We're back?
Are we dead? Are we back?
Yeah. Refresh. Internet's being Dumbo. Good. Hopefully not dead. When I got to meet Sadu in the MSQ. I remember that time I got to meet Sadu in the MSQ. Yeah. Sadu. It says here that like I'm at like the red in the OBS. So I'm pretty afraid. Especially since I'm gonna go fight the Golden Chorizo soldier, so I'll wait for a second. Explosion.gif. Don't think about my English. For every death, you need to relive your Uncle Ben Tomboy Lizard moment. And what would be my Uncle Ben Tomboy Lizard moment? If I'm Uncle Ben, who am I telling that with great lizard comes great responsibility or whatever? With great skill issues come great lizard deletion. Peter, I mean Albert. Right? One thing is bully Leezer. The other thing is just bully account delete Leezer. Thought you guys were friends, man. Uncle Ben, what happened? Alright, the internet seems back, so. But should we take it as a sign to call an end soon, trademark? I already forgot how long you're streaming. Maybe in a bit. I'll try this guy just because I'm. Well, I at least got to 100 devs and I shine sparked the guy. I support the bullying of Lizard, but account deletion. Yeah, I mean, if you delete Lizard, then if there's no more bullying. Also, 100 devs. Chat, 100 devs. Right.
You died again. Next stop, 200.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Wait, what does 100 deaths mean for squats? I don't know. We've never went over that. I know that I have to do at least another 10. For 100 deaths, you need to restart with a new save. So you only get 100 deaths before I have to restart. That'd be sick.
Alright, you're safe. Come on, let's go.
It's like, yeah, it'd be like Signalist. All right, Elster, another run. Make a new lizard? One less tomboyish? What the fuck? But my lizard's already neat. Why do I need to make another one? Yeah, I missed like a total dunce, if anything. Like I missed. Okay, the save room is here and not over. I thought I was before Drogiga. If it was before Drogiga, I would have quit. For 100 deaths, you need to eat the Metro Prime 2 promotional cookie that may or may not be real. It is real, but I don't have it. Right, I'm gonna do at least 10 squats because I owe it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then after my 10 squats, I'm gonna go get some water.
Water, Chad.
Alright, I got my water.
Alright. Is Chad hydrating? Chad should also hydrate.
Yeah, Chad, hydrate. So 90% of the Aura player, people like harems, some like terrariums. Oh my gosh. So I guess I'll make another lizard. And I know that the joke is gonna be that whatever I do will also be called just a combo, no matter what. So what's the point? I wear no mask. Oh, what the fuck, man? Pink Lizard Tomboyan. Yes. That's from the newest seasonal event. She got like a pink shirt. I thought she looked cute in it. You know a kid about deleting your GF unless... I know, Mewtwo. It's just funny. But just try to share a story about the one moment that my lizard almost actually got like banned, and by no fault of my own. And I was very sad and depressed and anxious for like a week or two. Oh. Well, that was that. I don't really know what was that dash. I guess I got jumpy. I was thinking about the lizard again. What else is new? Ugh, what was I expecting? It's only been 3 deaths to this guy. Yeah, so far. It's probably gonna be more. If anything, I'm surprised that you remember those streams, Mewtwo. I fear that sometimes I stream like too often or not often enough and I forget half of the things I say. Oh. Oh shit. I derp a meme and a meme, but I do have genuine fun here. I know. I'm also having a lot of fun in here. If anything, it's more of like that type of fury you get that like you I don't know, someday someone is gonna grab something that you said nearly like a decade ago or whatever and take it out of context and use it as a way to just like cancel you or whatever. What the f- I was in the air. I bullshit. 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 I'm not salty. I'm definitely not salty.
You are very salty.
That's just how fucked up the internet makes people. How fucked up the internet makes people behave. Yeah, I know it's kind of like horrendous, man. Like there's a distinct lack of empathy nowadays. Fuck. These guys are really making me do squats. I can sense the salt. Oh, it's so real, man. That's 2 times I could have just dealt 3 damage. That's 3 times I could have just dealt 3 damage. Hey! Took me less than the other guy. Because I Shide Sparked him, of course. Hey! We're reaching the salt mines. I'm out of them for now. Yeah, the salt mines are the ones that are and beyond. The Lamorn have their own Ishgardian salt rock, you know. And Samus had to go and mine it so that the Lamorn memory salt could coexist in the next planet with not their salt. Sup, Emmy? Retired Metro YouTuber star of old, When Dinosaurs Walk, says he expects people to say his outdated views too light. He doesn't give a shit. More on this controversial person on page 420. Yeah, that's what I tell myself, and then I like start relaxing. It's like, I'm really just some whatever person on the grand schemes things of the internet. So,
Are you?
I mean, yeah. What makes me more special than any other Metroid fan?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Nothing.
You mean nothing, Jon Snow. You mean nothing to me. You have a following? I do. Because you got Tomboy Lizard. Can we stop? About my poor Lizard. What has
Write
she
a
done
text
to
to
you?
Chad.
You're the Metroid guy. I believe that's another Metroid channel now. I kid. I owe it to you guys though for the following, if anything. So thank you. I'm glad that my bits have been fun enough for however long. Okay, but you are the another Metroid guy remake. Another Metroid guy returns remakes Dread Beyond remaster. The goth tomboy lizard Metroid Land. I like that my lizard has as much of the presence in this whole matter as I do. But I wouldn't have it any other way, I guess. Very attached to my 14 character. But that's because I think she's neat. Among other things. Spin. So they make you go through that circle just for the sequence break. Oh, press the wrong button. Besides, you're a fan, and that means a fuck more to me than 99% of you two. A friend. Your friend. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Mewtwo. The same. The thought is likewise. Like, I see. I'm very happy that I'm able to like talk with you guys and just share stupid brain rot, and that you guys find it funny, and that we can meet together over the streams and stuff. With that said, my review is pretty much nearing the final steps of rough draft cooking. It's like almost 50 pages long or so. I'm writing my good time boy. I'm the sweet cheese, rotten soldier. So I feel I'm writing the positives and some other things in the video, and then after that it's probably like closing thoughts, and then just read it again. Also, I appreciate you bouncing my silly and cringe jokes. Oh, but they're silly. They do generally crack me up, so I really appreciate it. Metroid Laser Guy threatens Prime 4 fans that his review is nearing completion faster than Prime 4. Oh, God. I mean, it's just my 2 cents on the game. I don't see why anybody should get upset over what I have to think about this game, you know? Just some other guy on the internet. I know I have a following, Metroid guy and whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, it's just some whatever Metroid guy. A guy in the internet who likes Metroid and his lizard, so I would tell those people, don't really get too upset. My 2 cents matter as much as little as you give it any worth, so. I am but acquainted to you. Still surprised you are allowing me to bully you for your tomboy simping. Simping. Well, because we're friends. You guys are my pals, my sweet cheeses, my rotten soldiers, my good time boys. And I know that none of it is, you know, meant to do harm or anything along those lines. Gap 2. I like when you guys are here and having fun, even if you need Gav to give you variety. Well, yeah. Because if it's up to me, I can play the same 2 or 3 video games that I brain rot over and over again, which is why the channel exists in the first place. You can also blame Gabe a little bit for it.
Why?
Because you encouraged me to do the channel?
Yes.
And because our Digimon adventure got severely sidetracked because we missed a side quest, and if we don't do this one side quest, we're locked of we are locked out of doing anymore. We could only complete it moments before the final boss, so I wouldn't be able to have the L-Star. So I have fucking noticed, Albert, the same 5 games. But like, okay, if I'm being fair, it's the only games that chat shows up for anyways. It's the problem. And I'm just trying to build an audience so that when I swap games, people stick with me. Gap should force you to be Devil May Cry channel. He might actually. Self-underplaying aside, where else can I be dumb while talking about card gaming? Let it be Magic the Gathering, Balatro, Game of the Year, Balatro. Well, you're always welcome to talk about those in my server. I show up regardless. Yeah, because you're already a regular, Mewtwo. You're like my bestest friend from the chat regular. Hey, the door that killed me. Oh yeah, right. That door killed you.
The door kill you.
Do you have that clip? That's right. Okay, to be fair, I've been trying to play Devil May Cry 5 and start that series of playthroughs, but Gabe's and I schedules don't always sort of align. And I sticked with Dread at this moment because I was only going to play for like the hour that is almost over. Hey, I'm recent and I show up, so you have no excuses. Well, one does not simply avoid EU-friendly streams. Well, I'm trying. Yeah, and you're right, Ghosty. I mean, you are new and recent, and I've seen you in everything, so I hope the same as I can say for Dusty and Tailgate and a couple of other you guys. So I still have it, Lamau. I need to see that. That was too funny. All right, I'm just gonna probably go. I'm just probably gonna go. That's 110 kills at the most stupid thing ever. How is it? How has been your ultra killing? I haven't really played. I haven't really played at all since last time. Didn't really play Alphard. Well, Dread all over the place. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really played Ultra Kill since I haven't played much of anything this last weekend in general. So yeah, still before I left it at wherever you fight that scorpion guy. I miss Pawn kicking the streamer. I mean, she could right now. Pawn has used all of those kick the streamer points into and pull them into bullying Leisure quota. Even though we need the Leisure monetization program so there can be more Leisure content for you guys to bully Leisure. Just making sure everything gets properly new. Just exquisitely. But yeah, right now I'm trying to prioritize is the video script. So that way I can go and record and edit it, and then while I'm editing the video, I can still start attending to the stream assets and stuff that I wanted to do. 1-3, the hideous man fight, also called Bat Your Mom joke. Plus, I still have the IOU you owe me. Yeah. I guess. I don't know, it just makes me sad when I become hyper aware that I only do the same 4 or 5 things and I haven't. Shit. The U-Friendly really helped me gain some points. Well, I'm glad. Like I said, I try to have the crowd control things sorted out for
Anniversary.
no puede ser, the anniversary. So the faster I finish the script, which
Did the door kill you?
no, there was a guy on the other side of the door that I bumped into. That I literally just bumped into. Shit. The cell levels are rising. Yeah, it's also the hunger. I'm just more hungry than anything, so I'll probably just go fight this Chosen Warrior, or if there's a save room before it. Except I think I'm realizing there is none. So I'll fight this Chosen Warrior. And then I'll go have lunch and call it a stream. And then hopefully for the next stream, if it's tomorrow, then I'll definitely just start with whatever else, different game. I just assumed that because
stream,
it
I'll
was
start my
funny the
stream.
last time I did the Dread stream, that you guys might want to see a little bit more of it. What was that good?
Oh, once you finish your stream, I'm gonna start my stream.
Oh shit. You hear that, chat? You better go watch him, or else I'll be very sad. Gabe, question.
Yes, answer.
How come you don't have pawn in your friends?
What do you mean? I do have pawns in my
You
friends.
don't have pawn in your friends.
What do you mean I don't have pawns in my friends? I have pawns in my friends.
You don't have pawn, slime, B2 in your friends.
Yes, I do.
I'm looking at your I'm looking at your Twitch page.
What? Huh?
You think you're friends with someone.
What do you mean I'm not friends with Pawn this line?
Right? Right, pawn? Well, maybe Leether shouldn't be the one bullied no more. I actually first tried this guy, but not the Choza robot. Yes, you guys can now go and annoy Gab and be stupid at history. Yeah, look, there's no... Pawn's not a friend. Gab is not friends with Pawn on main.
How do you add them as friends?
I don't know, but you have me there as friend.
Yeah, but how the fuck how you do anything in this fucking website?
Like, I see other people that I don't recognize, except for JoJo. But I don't see Pawn. Can I act like DMC2 is a good game in Gab stream? I don't know. You'll have to join his stream and find out how he likes that. Gab won our stupid asses? No. Because he's not even friends with Pawn on Steam, on Twitch.
Are you talking
Gab,
about
you
the
have
suggested
co-hosted me
streamers?
in the past. The betrayal, says Pawn in full caps. I know, right?
Do you mean the suggested channels?
I think so.
Because I don't know how to change that anymore.
Wow. Look at this
They
guy.
changed everything on the
This guy's
on the
got
dashboard
4 other
creators.
people
I have
deliberately in an order, but no Pawn. Alright,
You know what?
chat.
Unfriend Pawn on this. You know what? I'm gonna unfriend Pawn on Discord to make it balance.
Wow. So, Pawn, my question again is, why bully my leaser when Gab is saying all of these things on main? When Gab doesn't want our asses just because we're stupid. I know, right? Alright. In all seriousness, I'm gonna call it all these excuses with this wise guy. This is Pawn. For Gore is a powerful debuff. what we were doing again? Ending the stream. At least for today. I'll probably see if I'm here tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. And if that's the case, I'll probably start with Gravity Rush or Ultra Kill, or Crow Country, depending on whether or not Gabe is available for the start. If he's there, then yeah, it'll probably just be a Devil May Cry 5 stream. Why does Gap want our asses? Are we stupid? I see. Insert explosion dot gif here. But in all seriousness, please, if you might consider at least giving a follow and a watch. Gab has helped.
I mean, you
me
can
a
just
lot.
rate me now.
Huh?
You can just send a rate to my way.
Can I? Can you still do that?
You can send raids, yes. That's a
But
skill
can you
mechanic
send
that's
raids
not
to a
gonna
stream
away.
that's not started though? The silence is deafening. Anyways, here's the Gabe's
Dude,
YouTube
I said my stream start.
Twitch channel. Just rate him like a good streamer. No, I'm a bad streamer. You guys keep saying
Just rate him like a good streamer, yeah.
no, I'm a terrible streamer. That's why you guys keep reminding me every day. Retired. Isn't the word that you use retired?
Do you know the command?
Yes, I know. I just try to
You
look
need me
for
to do
your
it for
first thing.
you.
Can I just not do any more? Like, a bit? Hold up, I just try to open raid. Now, do I gotta
Like
put
this?
the channel... Do I gotta put the channel in between the brackets, right?
I already did it for you. You just have to say it right now.
There we go. No, I did it. Invalid username.
I can do it for you. Don't worry
No,
about
but
it.
I
Just
wanna
say
do
your
it.
goodbyes.
No,
Okay.
I want to do it.
It's /raid gaming driver BT.
Yeah, that's what I did, and it didn't work. So let me try this again. I wrote it wrong, maybe. Copy paste. There we go. There we go. It's done. It is done. All right. With all that said, I'm gonna go have lunch. I'm gonna go work on my video, so I can then be here later tonight for shenanigans or whatever else is that we're doing tonight, brain. All right. With bro is slow, that stream rated the stream themselves. No, it's just that Gabe is just a big baby, and he doesn't even have Pawn and his friends, so he'll just do everything himself. Right? I just try to do a shit post, but anyways.
You're a
See-
shit post.
Yeah, I am a shit post. That's enough for me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever. Bye bye.